Hi, loves. I have no glasses on. They're upstairs. Totally forgot them. I have wet hair. Uh, I'll explain in a minute. Okay, I'm just making sure I can see everything. That's not the one I wanted. Go. There we go. So it's got it. Let's go to comments. Make sure I can see that. Nobody's on. So, oh no, two people are on, and somebody gave me a thumbs up. Okay, I love you. Thank you. And that's helpful. And there we go. Now comment. Why am I comments? Hi, Donna. How are you, sweetie? I'll explain the lack of glasses, the weird hair. Okay. You guys excited? I am. I'm so ready for this tonight. Paulette's here. Hi, Paulette. Yeah, well, missing glasses, wet hair. I'll explain in a minute. We're just grabbing bits here. Okay. Hoping that this bit is big enough. I don't feel like this bit is big enough. Just a sec. Please be big enough. Please, please. It is. Oh, I am like down to my dregs on this right now. Mind you, that one would also, I think he would work too. You're the same size. No, I think I'm gonna do that one. I like the way it looked. Okay. So first off, I apologize. I was getting my hair dyed, which is why I'm late. And I know you're gonna laugh. They don't do my hair because when someone else does my hair, it is a disaster. I'm not even stabbing yet, Jan. Breathe. I'm coming. I promise. I promise. Look at you guys. You're like, Sandy Banner. There's nothing to show you yet. I promise. Okay. Anyway, getting my hair dyed, got it done, got home. I set a timer and then I rinse it out at home and I wash it. But now it's got like the gel and stuff in it and it's just kind of crunchy. And then I realized I left my glasses up there when I was rinsing it out. So we're all good. Anyway, that is what's happening. I'm so sorry. I am a disaster. Hi, Linda. Okay. So you have no banner, but I'm gonna just sometimes I was like, but I need people to know who I am if they're joining me for the first time. See? If I did it as a ticker, let's try that. Oh, that's better because it's down at the bottom of it. So that's not the right host code. So I can't use that, but that's okay. Um, anyway, so what we're gonna do today is I had to design some swap cards a few weeks back, whatever, for my team swap. And these are the ones that I had done. Now came across a minor issue as I was doing my swaps. I was like, oh, well, I'll just use, I'll use this DSP, whatever. It'll be perfect. It'll help speed me up. And yeah, that's all fine and dandy until you run out of the DSP. When you run out of the DSP, or you don't have enough of the ones that you need, then you can't finish the cards with it. So that's the situation I put myself in. See, I can leave that ticker down there with the host code in it. That works. Should I have my name down there too? No, my name's up on the screen. You can see my name on the other little screen. So we're going to make this card. So what we're going to do, you're going to see the full version if I had no DSP or I had some DSP, but not enough to pull everything. So we need basic white card base. Okay, I've got that right here, set, ready to go. I have a piece of the DSP, and this is from that adorable Santa, I think it's called Santa Express, that DSP. Let me just double check the name. I feel like something's Express. Yeah, it is, the Santa Express. I did not lose my mind. Well, I did, but hello, darlings. Okay, so we've got that. So this guy is 3 by 4.25. And then all I did is I'm going to mat him on a piece of cherry cobbler that's just an 1/8 of an inch longer. Okay, so I'm going 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. And that's all I have to worry about for this doing first. Okay, so they had this. Does that looks not too bad? I need to take a hair off the cherry cobbler. One sec. This stuff matters to me. Okay, so we've got that. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to do some stamping and coloring because then I can just blab with coloring and you can see how much fun this Santa actually is to color. So in the DSP, then my swap cards, when I was trying to get them all done, I was die cutting straight out of the DSP. And so we've got the one DSP you can see here that has Santas in trains, but that doesn't work if you're out of the DSP or you don't have full trains. So I was like, oh, geez, here we go. So now I have to start stamping and coloring. So some people got stamped and colored ones, some people got DSP ones. No rhyme, no reason. It was just kind of, I ran out. So I had to start coloring. And I got this on a weird angle there. Now I can see you better. Okay. So I'm going to Can you hear the heater on in here? I'm sorry. My room was really cold today. And it's cold when my husband notices it. I'm always cold. So I always notice how cold everything is. But he was like, whoa, your room was like a meat locker today. So when I got home, he'd turn the heat up. Happy hump day. Yeah, it's actually past hump day. It's a weird one because we don't work Friday this week because of Remembrance Day. There we go. Okay, so I'm just making sure I do a good job of stamping. Beautiful. So cute. Okay. So what I did here was I was like, can you please start again? Yes, of course, Jonathan. Someone's like, what? It's a joke. Don't worry. She knows I'm not starting again. We just mess around with each other. So what we're going to do here is I've got to try and remember what I did was I looked at the colors that were in the DSP. And so in this DSP, we've got, what are my reds? Poppy Parade. Okay. We've got Poppy Parade. I'll pull it out. We've also, and I used a little bit, get this, a Flirty Flamingo in here. I was like, okay, I need a pink. So had gone with Flirty Flamingo. And I know you're probably thinking they clash, but it turns out pretty cute. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Laura. Hi, Linda. Okay, here we go. So I keep looking over slightly sideways because I'm trying to look at the picture that I did on the original card. Because I did actually, I blow it up for myself. It make my life a bit easier. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to color away. So if you die of boredom watching people color, I'm going to apologize to you now because you will die of boredom because I am going to color these. Oh, just realized, just so you know, without glasses, this is a whole new ball game because I can't see squat. So we're going to text child and say, whoop, please bring my glasses from the bathroom. Yes, because I really can't see. It's actually kind of embarrassing. Okay, so now I realized it as I was coloring. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go cross-eyed here because I can't see what I'm looking at. So I'm just filling in. Remember, stay away from the edges because if we're going to do some blending, I don't want it blending outside of my little box. Okay, so I'm going in, I'm coloring the other half, and then I hit up the kind of transition line and smooth it, and then you get that gorgeous darker to lighter. I always color without my glasses and my nose. Yeah, I feel like that's where I would need to be right now. Like I would need to be right down and in there for this to work. Okay. Hi, Jeanette. Okay, so now we're going to come up here. We're going to do the same idea. Oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of having to cross my eyes a little. It's a good thing you can't see me front on because otherwise this doesn't work. Nice to see you too, Jack. Okay, so I'm coming in here. Oh, this is so bad. I so can't see. I think that you're gonna think I'm being a dork, but in the past month, I feel like my eyes have gotten progressively worse in the past month, like noticeable to me. And I don't normally notice things like that. Like usually you go to the eye doctor and they're like, your eyes have really changed. I'm like, really? I didn't notice, but I've noticed this one. I'm like, oh, something funny's going on. Okay, because even with my glasses, I'm finding I'm straining a little bit. So we're just coming in, and all I'm doing is staying inside the lines. I'm trying to color those bits. They're fitting floral, sweet. Oh, that's so exciting. You're going to look so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to come back in here. Now, this card, I promise, it actually comes together quite quickly once I'm done coloring. So I'm sorry. Now my dogs are barking. Oh, I had one child in a class online. Oh, it's over. It's fine. Joe's upstairs in an online class, and my dogs are losing the plot right now. Okay. Hopefully Lucas answered it. Or someone did. My kids don't answer doors or phones. Okay. Just a sec. See, nobody's doing any of it. Answer door, please. God, you guys. Anyone else would like my teenagers? I can give them to you. They don't answer phones. They don't answer doors. Phones, they're so weird because when they were little, they're not used to like answering the phone because everyone was on cell phones. And so they pick up the phone, but they just sit there and not say hello. I'm like, okay, you're weird. Okay, so we're almost through. We're just getting this part in. I shouldn't be looking at you. I should just be focusing, or else this coloring might take me until Christmas. So you'll be happy to know when I did this swap, I think I only had to do, what did we do, Jack? Did you do the swap? You didn't do the swap. I think it was like 14 we had to do. So it wasn't too bad. But you can see right now why I went with cutting from my DSP versus coloring them all. The kit for your florets class, it includes everything, Speedy. You pay nothing. You're like dialed when you do it. Okay, so now take it. It's so fun. Let's come in here. And so we're going to use that flirty flamingo. And I know you think that they're going to be ugly together, but I promise it actually looks really cute. How many of you have your different skin tones? I'm in love with them. They make a project like this, you'll see it's like so kind of killer. You got your kitty cat back. Oh, Keish, that makes me so happy. I was thinking about you today. I saw your posts. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, this is so, you guys, I can't see into the pointed parts. And my child is not responding to my text messages. It's funny, I can see that his cell phone notifications are turned off right now. He was at the law courts downtown today with his class, which is why I know it would have been turned off, but he hasn't turned it back on. So he's making me crazy. I know it just arrived. I'd ordered my Nespresso pods. Said they were out for delivery today. Okay, so we got that one. Oh, Keish, I'm just so excited that it happened how it did. So all I'm doing here, notice I used Flirty Flamingo and I didn't do any blending. I just used my two colors to give myself the accent here. So I went one dark, one light, and we're kind of bouncing them back and forth. Then we're going to grab a little bit of Granny Apple Green. I'm going to show you how to use your smoky slate with a color lifter to kind of add some more shading. There. Oops. Okay, I did have. Okay, so grab that Granny. Grab my Granny. Don't grab your Granny. Your poor Granny. Okay. Now this is where it gets fun, because when you can't see and you're using the paintbrush tip on a very fine section, she did it. It's so scary. Actually, I feel like I might even need to come in with you. There we go. Okay. What else is green? You can be green. And then I'm just coloring in bits in green. I'm not blending at all. Sorry. Don't get mad. Just trying to get them colored so that you're not here still when next Christmas comes around. Because you could be at the rate I'm coloring. Do not watch talking about. I know, but they're weird about it. Have you noticed that? Like, I'm like, it's not that hard. Okay, now I did here. I grabbed a little bit of cherry cobbler, just for a little, a little zhuzhing on the front. So it came down. Basically, what I did was I looked at the DSP and I tried to mimic it on my coloring. I feel like we all knew how to answer phones. I knew we had to answer phones. Our life was different. I know. I always have to remind myself our lives were very different than theirs are. And I will tell you, I personally think we had better childhoods than they do. Okay, now Santa. Okay, he gets some cherry cobbler on his hat. This is a lot of fun to color. Thanks, Hattie. I'm just having fun. Coloring up a storm. Or not. Kind of coloring up as carefully as I can, being blind because my glasses are upstairs. But that's okay. Santa. He gets white there. Okay. Shoot, I did it backwards to how I wanted to do it, but that's okay. Make it work. Mhm. There. Okay, we got that. And then they stuck Santa in a Mossy Meadow shirt. So we're going to Mossy Meadow him up. Whoa, we are not. What happened to that? Look at that. Like that looks like something ate it. Someone touched my markers and chose not to tell me about it. I might have to go do an interrogation. Good thing I have an order going in tonight and I can get myself a new one. But the problem is you can't just order a new one. You got to order a new set. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I'm using my dark mossy meadow. There we go. Did you see how bad that was? We did have fabulous childhoods. I know. I can't even believe how bad that looked. Like, what happened to that? There we go. Why do I have two darks there? Oh, that's why, because that one was trashed. And so I had replaced it already. Wow, that was impressive. Nobody did it. I knew about it. I'd already ordered a new one. I was like, why do my dark and my light look so much the same? Well, because you're using two darks. That's why, you idiot. Oh, only I could remember what I do. I can do something like a week ago and I can completely forget about it. Like I'll place an order and someone will say, Ange, can you pick this up for me? And I'll be like, of course. Do you think a week later that I could remember when that item comes, who or why I ordered it? No, no. No, I have to like search my computer for the name of the stamp set until something comes up. It's super embarrassing. Okay, pool party. I'm so sorry. I'm yakking so bad today. People are probably running away. Are you? I can't even see it there. Yeah, we're running away. I'm sorry. Okay. They did pool party gloves, which I thought looked really sweet. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. There we go. Yeah, we're having fun with Santa here. He is quite beautiful. I'm gonna leave a little bit of white trim there. Okay, now we're gonna do his face. And I did not, I went a little bit darker with the gorgeous color. This is our 300, okay, that I'm gonna use on his adorable little face. So don't get your eyebrows. My kids at school were so excited when I was showing them how we have all these different skin tones. Because the reality is, if you walked into my classroom, I have a beautiful variety of skin tones in my room. So it's quite a neat there thing for them to be able to see. Okay. And so that we got Santa's there. Now, this is the part I want you to pay attention to. Okay. It's minus 21. You're so cute, Paulette. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so can you see him there? You can kind of see him. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to play a little bit with some gray. So what if you don't have any, these are what I meant to color my tires with. If you don't have any smoky slate, I don't know, you want to watch this. It's kind of a fun technique. So I'm going to grab my smoky slate and I'm going to grab a color lifter. Color lifter. I'm going to grab my smoky slates. Okay. I think I have both here. Just reading them from a distance, light and light. That's always good. There's dark. Okay, I'll probably just use light. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go in and we're going to add some color into a couple of locations. So I'm going to add some color into Santa's beard. I'm going to add some color into my tires. But you're going to first be like, what the bejeez is she doing? So I just take it and I kind of go like that, which looks ugly right now. It looks horrible. It's not a good look. I do the same thing down here. I just scribble a little. Okay. So let me show you. Okay, so on there, that's what it looks like right now, which is not super attractive. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a color lifter. And with my color lifter, I'm going to start coloring directly over top of that gray. Okay, actually, I don't want that side. I don't like my paintbrush side for this. I do prefer the one that makes a lot of noise. Does anyone have one of the ones that one at the lake shoots alcohol when I take the lid off? It's like I call it my boozy marker. Okay, now can I bring it up? Can you see how it's softened on Santa? And it just gave it a look of some shading instead of it being colored. So I'm going to do the exact same thing in my tire. Because what I can do is using the color lifter, I can move it. I can soften the edges of it. There we go. I'll show you in 2 seconds. You can see. So the color lifter, yes, it's fabulous for moving things from where you don't want it, but it's also fabulous for like adjusting, like just kind of making things soften up. There you go. Can you see now? So sweet. Now, next one we're going to have to do, and I'll be quicker, I promise, is we need our signpost because this is important in our little card. How are you eating freezies? You're being weird. I'm just kidding. You're not weird. It's something I would do. Okay, there. And then I'm not going to use my memento for this. I'm going to use my smoky slate. Hey, my girls who got my swap card, are you seeing how much I love you? Are you seeing? There was love involved in this card. Okay. I've got that. Now we're going to color our signpost. You guys are being really quiet. Is everyone okay? Am I angering you? Or are you just all enthralled with my coloring? That's not it. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is I'm going to take just my Granny Apple Green. And he's going around the pole. I have to be really careful cutting this stuff out, you guys. I did not waste all this time. Got a box of 60 for $6. Well, that's because nobody else is buying them at this time of year. So that was brilliant on your part. Okay, and so then on this one again, I'm going to use my little sign post. Just going to get that one up top. There. Hi, Roz. I know I've been watching you and I've been admiring your beautiful new baby. Congratulations. No, Roz didn't have a baby. She's got a puppy. I'm so excited for you. But now so worried about you. So, Roz, please stay safe. Please, please, please. I know people, I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it living with that. And I know I live in a hurricane, or not a hurricane. I know I live in a earthquake zone. I just feel like yours happen lots. Okay, so again, all I'm doing in here, I'm hucking in a little bit of smoky slate. Wrong end. Love this. Oh, you did a 12. Oh, that would be so beautiful. 12 by 12 done with it. Because you can create quite the scene with this stuff. It is so good that none of you are seeing me head on because my eyes are totally crossed right now as I try and see what it is that I'm coloring. Okay, and then the last thing that we need to do is we're going to stamp Santa Claus is coming to town, or we're not because I can't find it. There it is. Like that. Or we're not because I can't see it, so I can't stamp it. Okay, and then we're going to go get our bits. We're going to have this sucker done, people. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, he is. Okay. Let me smoosh these off to the side, make it look like I have a clean workstation. Yes, yes. Don't you love that? Let's get our boss. I'm using my, please don't judge, it's my makeshift magnetic plate because my hands are so jiggly and I would die of embarrassment if you had to watch how badly I would cut this without it. Okay, I need my tags dies. Got them, and I need a cutting plate. Okay, under control. Moving the chair. I think Liz Perry's new baby is not a replacement for Lucy, but he's stinking good. Oh, you can't replace the old ones. I agree with you, but all you can do is try and bring back some of that joy. I do have a wet head. If you missed the beginning, I had my hair dyed. I didn't get home in time because I come home myself and wash it out. I know that's embarrassing. But that's what I did, and I did not have time to dry it. So I just came down and got on because you guys were more important to me. Okay, let's be honest. I'm not going anywhere tonight. All I'm doing here is I'm just going to put these on. I'm going to be super careful when I put down my clear plate. Clouds, just a second. Grabbing the dies. Mhm. Oh, you might not. Okay, you'll fit, but your little friend won't. Okay. You can stay on. Check. That one I'll do in a minute. Then I just want one little tag die, which I do not see. There it is. Which way does this go? That one. Okay. Yes, I totally have wet hair. How funny is that you guys are like, yeah, do you have wet hair? Yeah, I do. Looks looking a little crunchy right now because it's got gel in it, which means it dries and then it gets this hilarious like cast. Okay, there we go. Going through. Okay. Please let everybody have worked. Oh, everybody worked. Okay. Santa's beautiful. He's ready. Our little sign, so beautiful. It's ready. Go. Santa Claus is coming to town. Also ready. Sorry, I'm just putting these down as I go. I've got 2 out of my 3 clouds. All we have left to do is die cut one more cloud. Or not cloud, steam, smoke, puff. I don't know what you want to call it. You can make them be whatever you choose. But these are like the little puffs of cloud coming or steam coming from my train. Oh, don't jiggle. Okay. Now, I'm not going to put the machine away yet. We have one last thing I want to do. So some of them, at first I started using up scraps that were in my bags. I just need a piece. So I'm trying to find myself a piece of basic white. Do I have a piece of basic white cooking around in the mess that I left on the counter? I do not. Where's my basic white bag? It is right, not here. It's, do you like that? It is right, not here. It's right, not here. There it is. There's nobody big enough. Okay, it's all good. We're gonna grab ourselves. Oh, do you ever just laugh? I'm like, really? Can anything go smooth? Basic white. We're just opening up a piece. Okay. There. I need one piece of this. I'm going to use my my stitch circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. Say that 10 times fast, people. Done. Dusted. Okay, we're going to take him. Then once we've got him done, we're going to do one last thing and then we're ready for assembly. Hi. Mom is amazing. She had her first physio appointment today. They were blown away. She's not using walkers. She's not using a cane. She's walking beautiful and upright. If she's in pain, she won't tell you because that's her, but there's no wincing. There's nothing. She says she's in no pain. She says that occasionally it feels a little bit stiff is her wording. But she says she's feeling no pain. Oh my God, look at my knee is great. Thanks for asking. There's Mama. Sorry. And I was bragging about you, Mom. Do you like my mom? I haven't dried my hair yet. I got home and I rinsed all my dye out and I haven't dried it. So it just looks like this. Crunchy. Okay. I love it. I didn't even know if you were on. Okay, so let's pull that out. So I did that one with our brick. Now let's put this all together. So I think I made these swaps. Is it when I was at my parent? No, maybe it was. I don't think it was when my mom was, when I was there. Yeah, it's a nice look. She's being sarcastic if you can't catch her tone there. That's her nice look. I know, Mom. Problem is Lucas was in the shower and Sean and I were both waiting for him to get out. Sean was trying to get to work and I had to rinse the hair dye out on a timer. And so there was not a lot of hot water left. And I refuse to have a cold shower. I can't do it. So I just did my hair. Okay, there we go. Let's glue this one down. La 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 la. So I have a lot of friends that have rules with their kids that they cannot sing Christmas carols before December or before it snows. Well, haha, fancy them. We got snow here this past week and it's still on the ground. I know. Mom's a bit tough though, and kind of one of those not out to prove herself. She's more just out to prove other people wrong. She's like, I got this. It's nothing. Okay. Both my parents are that way. I will admit it. My dad's had multiple surgeries and he always rock stars it too. Okay, there we go. You need a partial knees. Yes. Okay, Heidi, seriously, like I wouldn't be nervous after watching what this rock star woman has done. Okay, so I'm coming in here and I'm just going to put him down low enough that when I do my minis, that they still kind of make it on. You would have had Christmas music on Halloween night. Too early. Oops, I almost stuck the dimensional on the wrong side. She's like, yes, it is, Ange. All right. I love these little puff balls. They're so cute. I'm gonna do you next. I think medicine's yes, I agree. And also, like my mom, one of the things, that everyone had kind of commented to her on is doing her exercises, doing her icing. Yes, she had a great surgeon who I heard is not so bad to look at. And and she had a fabulous anesthesiologist. You did. You had all around, she had good care. And then she's got my dad there with her. Like they're a good team. They are. Okay. Next, this little darling. Just gonna pop him up. Doot, doot. There we go. You had both yours. That's awesome. Okay, and then this little guy, we're gonna kind of let him overhang down here. And then I took this little darling. You'll see this one in a second. I'm going to put twine in it, don't you worry. But I actually find it really difficult to put twine in when things are kind of hanging loose. Okay, so we're gonna go like that, and then, ooh, no, I can't. I was like, ooh, I have great twine. Thanks, Mom. Mom, this is not one that we would do for a general let's send out for everyone for Christmas because I feel like you and I might start stabbing things with scissors. Mom's been doing some cards. I left her with, she did my pomegranate class from home. After we got her all set up when I left, made sure she had her bits. Okay, go. Let me just there. Just do a little trim. I don't want it quite so poofy. Just a sec. We're gonna waste a bit here. Don't get mad. I know I hate wasting twine, but it's gonna happen. Probably could have just used the piece that I'm now realizing was not attached. Okay, next we need a few rhinestones. I don't know. I don't think I used rhinestones. I actually think I used our metallic pearls, like the festive pearls. I got some here. Now, the one thing you will notice, our festive pearls, look at, we've got, and there was gold too. Now, I don't want to use gold on these, but on our old metallic pearls, I didn't feel bad using some of these up because if you check, you've got a matte silver on here, and then you've got matte silver on these. They are absolutely identical, same size, same color. So I did not feel guilty. And it meant I wasn't worrying about ordering multiple packages of our whatever festive pearls because these are the same thing. They're just not off that package from my other stamp package. So we were good. Okay, we'll put one over here. Add a few little they're festive pearls. You couldn't stand the pomegranate stamp set. Jennifer, you know what? I wasn't super in love with it until I created with it. And then the cards, you can ask my mom. The cards are pretty gorgeous. You're waiting for a lung transplant surgery. Donna, we're praying for you. Okay, my loves. So there you go. I had to make 14 of those bad boys. They are all done. They hit the mail on time. And that's with your Santa's delivery stamp set. Okay. Now remember, you can actually buy those if you head to my store at shop@northshorestamper.com. The host code has been going by in the ticker the whole time. Did I put all those clouds away? I did. Whew. I was getting nervous about that, but whether I remember to get all the dies back into the packaging. But this stamp set is adorable, you guys. Not only you could turn the card horizontal and you could add in elements to Santa's train. You can put Christmas trees, presents, I don't know, party penguins, you name it in. Anyway, adorable stamp set. Mwah. I hope that you all have an amazing evening and I will see you later. Bye.